Hi. So I'm here thinking about the many choices I've had to make in my life, and I'm thinking about how some of them were ill informed and questionable, and how at other times I seem to feel that I had great wisdom at my disposal. And I'm thinking about that and wondering why it would be so that I would have wisdom about things I hadn't experienced. And what I realized is that I've always been very curious about people, and I've really listened to what they've told me, especially people who have more life experience than I. Be they older or younger, it doesn't matter. If they're farther along a path, I feel like there's something I can learn from them. And I was thinking that if we were walking along a trail to a destination, and we came upon hikers coming in the opposite direction on their return, we would ask them, like, how's the terrain ahead? Any good spots to look out for? Any pitfalls? Anything we should ration differently, right? And we would listen to them and we would probably take their guidance. But so often we forget that we're surrounded by people who are at least farther along the trail and can give us that kind of information. Or, they're on their return trip and they know it front and back. And we don't listen to them. We're like, you're old, you don't know, what do you know? Or, even sometimes we'll say, you're young, what do you know? Some people are ahead of us on a different timeline, and we dismiss the fact that they're younger and think we can't learn from them. And it's a shame because there's so much to be realized there that you wouldn't have an opportunity. You might not even know what question to ask until you were in the situation, having the experience. Then you would need that knowledge. But by talking with people and taking an interest and listening to what they themselves have already encountered, it's so much easier for me when I come into unfamiliar territory to say, well, look, I've known people who've been here, and I know, one, that they've traversed it. There's something about just knowing that you can get from one side to the other in one piece, and meeting people who've done that is great evidence to that claim. But also to understand the particulars of the journey and to come in more equipped, kind of knowing how to pace yourself, how to ration your resources, what to look out for, what opportunities to seize, right? That's something you'll hear a lot when people ask older people for life advice. They'll be like, take opportunities, take advantage of the moment. And, it's so helpful to be reminded, because it's easy to get lost in each little moment we're living and think that's not the real thing, but that's absolutely the most real thing, is these little moments we string together. And the more we know about how it all plays out, the more we can strategize a really good plan for ourselves to get the most out of it. And so I'm reflecting on the times that the wisdom was there, and I was feeling very grateful to all of the people and all of their experiences contributing to what allowed me to create a good response, a good plan, and to get good results that benefited all concerned. And it would be easy to be like, oh, I'm so wise. I'm not so wise. I'm curious, and I listen to people, and I take it to heart what they tell me. And when I come to a place where I need that knowledge, the gifts are there waiting. It's like a kid on Christmas morning coming down to see the gifts under the tree. It's just there. And I think that's what's gotten me through a lot of tough times where I had no map. I had no compass. I was blindfolded. I could not guess what I was doing. But I remembered all the times people had shared their wisdom with me. And I drew from that, and I was able to act as a wise person, even though I don't think it's to my credit. To my credit, I'm curious, and I take that to heart. And that's the tiny bit of wisdom I can pass on. It's to say, really listen to people who can give you those insights, and incorporate that into your own map as you look ahead to what you really want in your own life, because we are the authors of our own destiny, and we should write a good story. It's the one story we get. Let's make it count, right? Okay, well, here's to making it count. Thank you as always, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time, hopefully with my voice in better shape. Pardon me. All right. Thanks again. Bye-bye.